There we go. All right. Leah, thank you so much for coming on. Would you like to tell us a bit about yourselves?
Yeah, sure. My name is Leah Wilczewski, and I am a current Praxis participant about to head into my apprenticeship with Impossible Foods. I'm going to be building an inside sales team from the ground up, which is insane. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought, oh, that's going to be on my radar for when I'm 21. I'm also a professional actress and avid reader. I have a cute cat named Early. He's my little chonk. So good. And yeah, just so enthusiastic about life and exploring life and the doors that open for me. So
Dude,
that's a little brief.
I love your attitude about life. Okay, so what's one thing that you do every day that makes yourself more valuable?
Okay, so this is something I don't do every day, but should. Like, it should be like tattooed on my arm. Have you done this yet? But it's taking even just like 10, 15 minutes every morning and every night to look at my schedule and see what's happening the next day and adding in things that have been scheduled that day, or, just making sure you're on top of all of that. I'm a little bit of an old person just because I love a good paper calendar, and putting everything in every night almost works better for me than putting it in a phone reminder. Yeah, because then I find myself being so much better of a person because I'm not worrying about, oh, there's that one thing I know I was supposed to do. And I can just kind of coast through life a little bit, which is so nice because you're taking one worry out of your brain. You aren't trying to remember anything. So doing that in the morning and in the night, just reviewing your schedule, putting things in, killer. It's so good. And I need to do it every day. Every day.
That's a really cool way to look at it, like taking things out of your brain and putting them on the paper.
Yeah, because it takes so much energy.
Yeah. Have you done this in the past then?
Yes, yeah. When I'm at my most organized, hint, it's not right now because I'm scrambling. It's fine. But when I'm at my most organized and my most healthy, that's going to be like both physically and mentally, it's when I'm doing that. Because I know I can look at all of my blocks of time and reasonably say, okay, I have an hour to go work out now, or oh, I have an hour to just read in the morning, because I also need to do that every day too. Just gotta do it. But yeah, it's definitely something I've used in the past, especially when schedules get super crazy, juggling so many things at once. Sometimes with absolutely conflicting requests, like, hey, could you be working your barista shift all weekend and then go off to like 10-hour rehearsals? Like things like that where you're like, where's the time for me? I need to hunt this down. I will hunt this down until it like gets like 6 a.m. in the morning. And if that's the only time I have, so be it. It's 6 in the morning. But now I know that I've scheduled it out. That block of time is there and it's already scheduled for me. So like there's numerous ways to make this like sit down and look over your schedule really work for you.
Yeah. And I know that, it's hard to keep on top of all the time, but what are some strategies you use when you are able to keep on top of it to, maintain that streak?
Yeah, for sure. Post-it notes are really, again, it's probably not good, but I love paper. I love paper. Post-it notes are great little reminders. Like, sometimes I'll set up the beginning of my morning on a little post-it note, like, wake up at 7 a.m. Make sure you have coffee in your body before you do anything. Stay off your phone. And then we're going to read for a half hour, and then we'll look at our schedule. So, like, that's something that kind of helps me get back into that mindset with just tiny little reminders that, hey, we're going to get back into this mindset. That's a great way to get back into it. And then keeping the streak. That's a good question. I think it's just knowing how well it's worked for me in the past, which I don't think that helps anyone looking to start doing it. but being aware of how calm I get to be, how stress-free I get to be, like understanding that situations can be stressful, but your organization of stressful events doesn't have to be stressful. And it helps keep you cool. It really does. And knowing that helps me get back into it way better, way better. Because when I start to see myself spiraling, like almost missing a meeting or almost forgetting that I had to be somewhere at like 10:30, that's like a half hour away, is like when I realized, okay, that's okay. It's time to pull that method out and really start managing things better that way.
Yeah, it's cool to have that track record to know that it does work long term and have that to return to.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for your input. If there's anywhere that people want to look you up, see what you're up to, where can they find you?
Yes, sure. My website is leahwilczewski.com. That's a beast of a name to spell, but it's
I'll
there.
put it in the show notes.
There we go. Perfect. My Instagram handle is at the Costco Peach. It's a long story. And then also I'm on LinkedIn. You can always find me on LinkedIn. I'm always checking up the deets on LinkedIn. Just
Good
Leah Wilczewski
stuff.
there too. Yeah. Thank you so much, Emily.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.